Stars are made and stars are born. And when the script of stars are written, they are written in heaven with so much words that uses to describe them. But talking about Arsenal title chase this season, the quest to win trophies, when it finally happens, there are certain players that you need to call out and give them credence for what they've done. Talking about Gabriel Magalhaes, the Trojan from Brazil, El Raya from Spain. Talking about Piero Hincapié, and the Spider-Man, I call him the handsome guy in Arsenal team, the cutie, Ricardo Calafiori. And how can you describe 16-year, 73 days old player that came and put the icing on the cake? There are so many superlatives to describe those players, but one guy have changed the face of football, and I call him Messi Lamine because he's Max Messi Lamine Doxman, because he's a player that has the credibility or the attribute of these two world-class players. We never thought we were going to see another Messi, and seeing the way Lamine Yamal at the age of 17 is taking players to the cleaners, and at 18 is still doing same remarkable stuff. And for you to think about that Hale end can build a player in Max Dowman, and today he has written his name in the annals of history, beating the likes of Rio Ngoma, Wayne Rooney, James Milner, James Vaughan, and now it is Max Dowman writing his name in an emphatic way. The first time I saw him playing for Arsenal was in the preseason against AC Milan. I said, who is this young man that is taking players to Cleveland? Then I recall vividly that Jack Wilshere once mentioned that there is a star in Haaland and that he's going to surprise the world. And before you say Jack, he played against Joelinton Newcastle. And in that preseason, he took Joelinton to the cleaner and even cost a penalty. And I said, this boy is going to be a weapon in the bag for Arsenal. And coming to that match, that enthrilling match against Everton, nobody believed it was going to happen. At 87 minutes, I'd given up hope. In fact, in the live stream, I was just freezing with my phone and just looking at what is going to happen. For that young man to think out of the box, for 15 minutes he played on that pitch. He did everything correctly. He lost the ball only once, as compared to our star boy. We still love him, Bukayo Saka, that lost ball several times. But Max Dowman did the yeoman's job in crossing that ball at the time he did it, beyond the reach of Jordan Pickford. A remarkable goalkeeper, even though he concedes, nominal goals. But the truth be said that he's a good goalkeeper. For him to think out of the box that the only way to unsettle this goalkeeper, that we've thrown everything out and he seems capable to contain them, that it is for me to flung a pass that will be out of his reach. And boom, the ball is in the net. The marksman hit the ball at the back of the net. Then come to think about that sublime goal he scored against Everton that put the icing on the cake with Martinelli nudging the ball. And look at the distance from where he ran to the ball, because he would have just been scared of running to that ball. But he ran to the ball closely, nudged the ball with a header, dropped it, controlled it, and faked the other man. And he started running. I never knew he had that pace. And before you know what is happening, the ball is at the back of the net. A star is born. Give credence to Mikel Arteta for having the balls to think about bringing on a 16-year, 73 days old player to come and salvage the situation. It takes a lot of balls. And this comes to question when somebody once said that Arsenal lacks mentality. This is what I'm talking about. It takes a lot of balls, and for you to have balls, you must have mentality. It is mentality that gave Arteta that God-given touch to say, look, I need to just do this now. Because at a point, you could see Arteta fizzling with his coat, and he had to pull it off because the heat was on in an atmosphere that was charged, and everybody thought we're going to bottle it. And at that point, Max Dowman came and salvaged the situation. But not to take about two guys that did a remarkable work in that game. In fact, three guys did a remarkable job. David Raya, that ball he saved, the near post hit from McNeil that he saved that was almost creeping into the net. What about the one that Gabriel Magalhaes took on the chin And what about the spider-like defense save from Ricardo Calafiori? These are the things we're going to be looking at the end of the season. And we'll create thumbs up to these boys because Arsenal truly, we've grinded it out in a grand style. It's going to be our year. As I come your way again, don't forget, it is always the Arsenal fans beat. Until then, it is come on, you Gunners!